you spoke of pastoring. How do you pastor? How do you deal with people? Well, you first of all got to understand that people are grown. They've already made their decisions. You are there to try to lead them in what God has shown you. And it's not about making anybody do anything. That's the same thing in marriage. I can't make this woman do nothing. But when we touch and agree, we're able to move forward. And it's the same thing in the church. When you get the whole body to agree to move forward, which seems like an impossibility because it's hard to get two people to agree sometimes. Now you're talking about a church with maybe 30, 40, 50, 100 people and try to get them to move forward. Well, you have to get a consensus. And you've got to be the one that understands that I may not get everybody to like me, but it's not my job to make you like me. My job is to bring you the word that the Lord has said, you know. And in that, I've got to speak in such a way that it doesn't turn anybody away from the Lord. I'm trying to draw people to Christ. And when I even counsel someone, it's about trying to bring people back in reconciliation with God. Because I'm not going to beat you over the head with the Bible about your wrong. I'm going to say this is what God has done to forgive your wrong. If you turn from it, he's already provided a way for you. If you just know what he's done for you. And because of that love of God, I see wrong, but I can see the good in people. And I want them to see that God loves them so much that he already paid the price for them if they would just accept what he's done for them. And that's what I say about pastoring. If you get called to the pastor, don't go in trying to change the people. Go in to love the people. Right. And they will love you. Keep pointing to Jesus. Have them know that you're just there to bring what the Lord has for them. And not to put you on a pedestal, right, but to be a servant for God. And, you know, I wonder sometimes with this pandemic, its effect on the church. Are we really going to get back to the way it was? Or should we get back to the way it was? There are so many changes that have been made. You know, we went to outdoor services, went through the winter. And some of the members were just surprised at how many good Sundays we had during the wintertime. You know, we only missed maybe 1-2 Sundays because of rain or something. Right. But other than that, and
I mean, God was good as far as that went. But that was good. I only speak for us because it was people were able to get up, prepare to go. You didn't have to be fancy. You didn't have to dress up because you were in the cars, and you were okay with that. That was but the getting up and going, that was good, even though you weren't in the building. But that just showed me that it's not about the building. It's not about any of that. It is about who we are as a people. God's coming back for a people. He's not coming back for all that. You didn't have no programs. You didn't have no celebrations, anything. Right. But
you come there to worship Him.
You came to worship Him. And I think that's what part of all this. One thing, hopefully the church has learned, it's about Him. It's not about anything else. If we never have another program, so be it. It is about the church and the individual and the people and what's happening to them. I think that's what He wants. He wants us to worship Him. It's about Him.
So I know that you all were doing parking lot services because they were on Facebook. And so that means you all also utilized social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you feel, and I know you can't look that far into the future or make any definites, but both of y'all tell me, what is the future of the church as it relates to, of course, what you just said? It's not about the building.
Mm-hmm.
We realize now it's not about the building. We have access to this highway, information superhighway, that in this year and a half we've learned to take advantage of.
Right.
So what's the future of the church? What's the future of you all pastoring at Siloam or wherever God would have you? What's the future?
I think it's going to have to be a combination of being there and not being there, being on the internet and reaching folks. We've had people view us that we will never meet. Mm-hmm. And one of the things we were talking about as we were trying to prepare to go back in, someone suggests, well, maybe we don't need to do the internet anymore. And we're like, but that's outreach. Mm-hmm. We're reaching people we never would have reached just sitting in the building. Mm-hmm. So you can't cut that off. You've got to do that, you know. And, I've often stressed at the church, it's not about the money. Mm-hmm. You know, we have been blessed that we have been able to pay our bills and be able to just survive. And I'm happy with it, you know. But for the future, I hope that we can gain more members. We're a senior type church. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I look out there and you might not see a teenager or a grandbaby, and everybody's probably over 50, and you wonder sometimes, how's the church going to survive? Well, it's going to have to survive through that internet, through group chat or whatever that's out there, and we've got to be willing to not have it be just about us, our little group, but it's about glorifying God and bringing people to Christ. And if we do that and show a loving heart, then we will draw people, being out in the rural like we are. Most of our members don't even live close to us. We've got several coming from Durham, and I just pray that God keeps blessing us that we can continue to reach other people, and use whatever tools He gives us, I hope we soon get better internet service out there where we can really do it live. Right now we have to record it and then put it out there because the internet service is not that good out there, but hopefully we'll get to that point where we'll be able to do everything out there and be able to do it live and just broadcast. Yeah,
I think the social media that's not going to go away. We might as well embrace it. And it was something that hardly any church was doing before. And we found out we had to do it. It was there. And so we used it and learned how to use it. And hopefully we can improve on it and do a little bit better, than we have. But yeah, I think that's just a given. Because why would you stop it now? Because you are reaching people who may not come out. The only thing is, I wish there was some way you can get the youth back to the church, and I'm not sure what the answer is for that. But to get the young people more engaged. Not quite sure what the young people are looking for or wanting. And we need to tap into that somehow. But like I said, I don't know how to do that now. Social media may be the way to do it.